Hvad sker der egentlig med alle de beskeder, billeder, links, chats og alt det andet, som rigtig mange af os fylder ind i Facebook hver dag? Det satte en 24-årig østrigsk jurastuderende sig for at finde ud af. Han spurgte Facebook selv, og så fik han tilsendt en CD med over 1200 siders udskrift af hans færden på netstedet. Og det fik ham til at starte en kampagne, der hedder Europa mod Facebook, som kører på blandt andet Facebook, fordi han ikke mener, at IT-giganten overholder de europæiske love for, hvad man må gøre med folks personlige oplysninger. Og nu har vi forbindelse til netop den 24-årige østriger, der startede det hele. And that is you, Max Schremm. Welcome to our show.
Hello from Vienna.
What kind of information did Facebook have on you?
Facebook had about 1,200 pages on me, and that was 57 different data categories, ranging from like all my messages, even deleted stuff, and I don't know, for example, deleted friends and deleted pokes, and a lot of stuff that shouldn't be there anymore.
What about the stuff? Was it only things that you made yourself on Facebook?
No, a lot of the information was actually information that other people put into the system or that Facebook generated itself. So, for example, Facebook is generating your last location, or there were email addresses on Facebook that I never used on Facebook, but very likely other people might have put it in as my email address. So it's not that if you don't put anything in, there's nothing there, but they just collect information from other sources as well.
What was the most creepy thing to find in these pages?
Actually, it was the messages, because you have all the deleted messages still there, and it's a PDF file I got. So you can just type in some search keyword at the top of the PDF reader. So I typed in, for example, sex or demonstration or being sick or something, and you find all this information not about you but also about other people. So you could find, for example, sexual orientation of friends, or you could find psychological problems of friends or relationship issues I had, and all that information is there, and you can never delete it again. And in addition to that, all this information is stored in the U.S., and U.S. authorities can access it really easily. And that was really freaky, because it's pretty much all of my life for the last half a year or something, or last 2 years actually.
In Denmark, Facebook is pretty usual or commonly used. Many Danes use it, and we like it. How can we protect ourselves better and still keep our profile there?
I like Facebook too, and I'm still on, because I don't think that we should, have this experience taken away by the company. What you can do right now is that you can just share stuff only with your friends and not with bigger crowds. And the other thing is you can disable platform. That's an application. That's the thing where applications can access your profile. The interesting thing about it is that not only your applications can access your profile, but also the applications of all of your friends. So if one of your friend clicks on a wrong application, all your information is gone to the host of this application that might be in China or Africa or wherever else, and it's very likely that you will never get your data back there. So that's another thing I would deactivate.
Would you recommend that you actually just delete your profile?
I mean, that's the other thing you can do if you just find it too creepy. I decided I don't want to delete my profile. I want them to stick to the law, because it's not us making mistakes, it's Facebook making mistakes. So why should we change our habits? I think it's them that should change their habits and stick to European laws, as all the other companies in Europe do.
If I want to know what Facebook knows about me and my stuff that I put into Facebook, what do I do? Because I don't know where to call if I want to reach Facebook.
They're really hard to reach, but there is an online form where you can request your data, and there you'll get a PDF file that's as big as my one. You can request the data, and there's an explanation on our webpage, because you have to cite different laws and stuff like that. So if you just search for Europe versus Facebook, you'll find our webpage. And about next week, we're going to have it in Danish too, very luckily. But so far, you can find it all in English, and there's a link and all the information you need to request your data.
Thank you, Max Schremm.
Thank you.
Og Max Schremm er altså en 24-årig jurastuderende fra Østrig, som havde sat sig for at finde ud af, hvor mange informationer Facebook havde på ham.
Og hvor er det vildt. 1200 siders udskrift.
Ja. Også det der med, at bare fordi en af dine venner har klikket på en eller anden skør applikation, så kan den, fordi du er venner med vennen, så kan den høste data fra min profil, og så kylde dem videre til et eller andet site i Kina, hvor de sidder og samler mærkelige ting. Og altså også det der med, at selvom du har prøvet at slette ting, så glemmer Facebook aldrig. Det ligger der bare, og så kan myndigheder gå ind i det, for eksempel. det er altså ikke på Facebook, man skal diskutere, hvis man lige vil planlægge et eller andet, eller har en sygdom eller sådan noget, for der er jo nogen, der simpelthen kan gå ind og kigge i det. Nå, prøv at, han sagde det her med, at man kunne få adgang til, hvad Facebook har af oplysninger. Det findes der et link til, hvordan man gør, og det smider jeg lige ud på vores, Facebook. Fordi så kan man på en helt enkel måde se, hvordan at man pænt beder Facebook om at udlevere informationer om en selv.
Facebook.com/P3pressen, der finder man det link, og der kan man også lige like os, så kommer det nemlig med i filen.
Det er på om et minut.
Big Stock Røgsystem. DK's kroner.